Hey, welcome to Car Channel Help. My name is Tim. I want to talk a little bit today about how to make your videos more engaging. How can we get them to watch the video, not just from the first few minutes, but watch all the way to the end? How can you make it exciting enough and enticing enough that they'll want to stick around? Because that's the whole point of making a video, is you want them to watch the whole thing, right? So let's get to it. So every story, every movie, book, television show, doesn't matter. Every story has a beginning, middle, and an end. When you have those three components, it's not just saying, oh, I'm starting here, I'm going on here, and I'm finishing here. That's what most car videos are like. And we want to kind of make it a little bit more exciting so that they're going to want to watch all the way to the end, right? How do we do that? Let's start with the beginning. So yeah, in your beginning, this is your opening hook. This is how you pull them in and let them know what this video is going to be about. So what you're doing in your video at the very beginning is you're giving them your intention. What is your intention going to be? Are you going to be the hero? Even if it's not something that crazy, you're giving them your intention, and then whatever it is your obstacle is going to be. So here's an example. Everyone says these Speedmaster heads are crap, but I'm going to show you that they're actually really good, and I'm going to show you how to save money. See what I mean? That's where you're the hero. You're letting them know that this video is going to be about these weird Speed Monster heads and how they're actually not crap, and that you're going to save them money, and that's a really great thing. So you're the hero. That's sort of the intention of the video. And the obstacle is you're overcoming the doubt that people might have about these heads. And this is just a weird example, but just trying to give you an idea of you being the hero. Most videos are, hey, I need to replace my starter. Something like that. Well, like I said, you want to start out with whatever it is your intention is, and then what's that obstacle going to be? So an example might be, you might say, I need to replace the starter in this Packard. Well, what you would really be saying is, hey, I've got to install a new starter in this Packard, but they don't make replacement parts anymore. It was only for a 1-year model, and I can't find it anymore. But I found a workaround. See, you're setting it up. You're saying, here's my intention, and then here's my obstacle. And the obstacle is they don't make them anymore. But people are going to say, well, what did he do? How did he fix that problem? How did he solve this? And they're going to want to tune in to see what the resolution is. So yeah, that's what you want to do. That's your beginning, your hook. Make sure you give them a chance to say, he's going to be the hero. How does he solve this? How does he save the day? And by showing what your intention is, and then what your obstacle is, and what you have to overcome. Make sense? Now the next part is the middle of your video. And this is where you're actually doing the work, right? Normally it's where you're actually replacing that starter or doing something involving what you set up in the intention. But the middle is your chance to sort of give them an extra little bit of conflict. What do I mean by conflict? It's something that where you're maybe introducing a surprise fact, or you're showing them something that goes against the grain. You're letting them know, hey, it isn't always this way, because this is what I've found out through my years of experience. Something like that, where you're just giving them that extra little twist during the middle of the section while you're doing the work that kind of shakes things up a bit, right? An example of that conflict might be, you're introducing something that maybe they didn't know. Did you know that they only made this Packard for 1 year, or that International Scout only came with this size engine for these 3 years, and so it's really hard to find parts, that kind of thing. Again, just weird, bad examples, but I'm just saying, if you're introducing things, they're learning things. And when they're learning new things, they're going to want to keep going. What else am I going to learn? What else am I going to find out about? This is awesome. It makes it more interesting and keeps them going while you're doing the nitty-gritty. Again, just as an example, you might say, hey, everybody hates Fram filters, but this one Fram filter I found is better than any Wix filter. Probably not true, but you know what I'm talking about. You're giving that. That's just an example where you're saying, I found out something, this is new, this is conflict. Maybe it goes against something they believe in. And everybody believes that Wix is better than Fram. So, that's what I'm saying. If you do find out something, or if you have knowledge of something while you're working on it, share that knowledge. Another example, just while I'm tossing it around in my head, what if you said something again like being that hero again, but with new information, like everybody sells this distributor and it's the best distributor in the world, but it's $500. I found one place that has it for $299, and I'm going to share with you where I got it at the end. And that's a little bit clickbaity. I get it. You don't want to be that person that says, wait till the end to find out more. But it works. I mean, people do want to be told what to do sometimes. They're like, why should I stick around? Yeah, I've seen this before. I know what's going on. But oh, wait a minute. He's got new information. Or she's got a tip that I didn't know about. And this is really cool. So I'm going to keep watching. And, don't be afraid to even say, wait till the end when you find out what happened with this. This was really surprising. It's just something that adds drama to your middle. And so that's what you want to do, is ramp it up. Keep them watching until the end, right? And then we get to our end, right? Every story's got to have that ending. How did you solve the problem? How did you overcome the obstacle? How did you become that hero? And so, yeah, what did you do? Hey, I found out about this and look how well it worked. And you show the results. When you show the results, or you show your findings, or you show where they get that super cheap part, that's the resolution that they're looking for. And so every time you can, give them a strong resolution that makes them want to come back for more. Maybe you've got a part 2 and then you haven't solved the problem yet, but you leave it on a cliffhanger. Or you have solved it and you say, remember that thing I was talking about? Here's where you get it. Share that information at the end and get them so that they're like, I like this, I want more of this, I'm going to subscribe. So yeah, an example might be when you said, hey, remember when I told you at the beginning that every single part that comes out of China is, just crap? What about these 2 parts? These are actually working, and this is proof right here. It's running, it's going smoothly, and I'll do an update video in the future to show you how long this lasts, because I really do believe in this. I think this is great. Something like that. You're wrapping it up and you're giving them the information that they need that fulfills your intent from the beginning. And that's what you want. So yeah, in wrapping this up, I know you're not going to do all of these things in every video, but I will say don't start with your resolution. Don't start and say, look how well this engine's running now, let's see how we got there. There's no drama in that. There's no, I need to find out what happens there next. I don't know what how he got there. Don't show them your ending first. Start out, give your intent, make it interesting, show them that you have an obstacle to overcome, then show them how you do it, and then at the end, that's when you want to share your result. That is how you make an interesting story, beginning, middle, and end. And that's what you want to do with your videos. And hey, I'm guilty of not doing this every time, but be conscious of it. Be aware. Every time you start out a video, you can say, yeah, I need to do this. There's probably 1,000 videos online, but yeah, let's get through it. In a recent video I just did on my channel, I said there are 1,001 videos out there on how to do your oil pressure gauge. Most people use nylon, or most people will go with the brass line that you can buy from the auto parts store. Well, I didn't use that. I used something different. And that's how I sort of started my video. And that's kind of what you can do. How can you shake things up? How can you make it exciting? How can you just keep that interest going so that they're watching? So, I'm just giving you some ideas, but try to remember them the next time you make your video on whatever project that you've got going on, is just try to add an element of surprise, of expectation. What can you do to get them to want to see it all the way to the end? What facts can you share that nobody else knows about? And, even if you picked it up somewhere else from somebody else's channel, share it, because they maybe didn't see that video and only you know about it, or only a handful of people know about it. Share those things, because that's what keeps them going all the way through the video. And, again, put that resolution at the end and then reveal the results. Share and show what it is that you did, and you're going to have really good videos that people are going to want to watch time and time again. They're going to want to come back. They're going to want to be a regular follower on everything that you put out. So I hope this helps. Yeah, so that's going to do it. I hope you really got something out of it. Like it if you do. If you have any comments, questions, whatever, leave them down below. And if you can't subscribe, again, I'm not trying to get anything out of this channel. I just want to help you guys make as good of videos as you possibly can, because I watch them and I want to be entertained. I actually want you guys to do as well as you can. And I'm not an expert on everything. I don't know everything. I'm not trying to say that I'm the king and I've got 1 million subscribers and here's how you should do it. But I'm an expert in marketing, and I've spent 15 years in Hollywood making movies. So I know about story. I know how to make things exciting and turn it up an amp or two to get people to want to sit all the way through that story and watch. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you next time on Car Channel Help.